don't manifest stuff like that. Not on Go Home Day. Not on Go Home Day. You just don't manifest stuff like that. On the next plane, I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas. I'm a regional flight attendant here. Today is a 4-day trip. I have vacation after this, but easy day. One leg done. And I go to Roanoke. Don't expect any delays. Don't expect anything to go wrong. Everything is gonna go smooth, like we like. Been off for the last couple of days, so I think because since I have vacation, that's why I've only had 2 days off. But luckily for me, it's been Friday and Saturday, and I start work on Sunday, which I don't mind that, because especially during football season, I get to stay home on Saturdays, watch football, college football, and then by the time I'm done today, I might try to watch the Falcons. Man, if you from Atlanta or Atlanta fan, you know that's kind of stressful and that's not good for your health. So I might watch them today. I'm not for sure, but I just saw the shuttle come around. I'm finna get on the shuttle, and I'll see you guys once I get to Roanoke. And just like that, day one is complete. Easy, one leg. Done before 11 o'clock. I'm gonna take a nap, get up. I need to start back getting in the habit of editing videos and putting them out. Like, I've been off my schedule. Like, I usually edit and post every Tuesday. Some days I just feel like, man, I don't feel like editing. Then also, by me working the way that I'm working, I forget the days of the week. And by me starting on a Sunday, I'm like, oh man, I'm supposed to have a video out on Tuesday, but I don't ever think about it like that. So I need to start getting back on the schedule of uploading on the times that I've been uploading consistently. But other than that, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Day one is complete. Go take a nap, get up, eat some food that I brought from home, and work out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early for day two. Good morning, everybody. Today is day two. Pretty easy day. All my legs are water coffee flights, with the exception of the last one. I go from Roanoke to LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Bangor, back to LaGuardia, then LaGuardia to Greensboro, North Carolina. And only have like a little one sit, maybe about 45-minute sit once I get to Bangor, and that's if there's no delays out of LaGuardia, so that cuts into that sit. But everything else is pretty much quick turns for today, even though it's also 11-hour duty day as well today, so it is what it is. Yesterday I did take a great nap, and surprisingly, I was able to go back to sleep later on that night because I overslept like for 4 hours, because I don't really know how to take naps, I just sleep. And surprisingly, I was able to go back to sleep last night to get up this morning, and I don't feel tired. I feel very rested. Like I told you before, that rest is very, very important, especially with these long duty days that we do have. It's very, we do get short duty days, but most of the time our duty days are 10 to 12 hour duty days long, and rest is important. With any job, rest is important. So make sure you get your rest, and that way you can be able to function throughout the day. I'm gonna get ready to go downstairs and catch this shuttle, and I'll see you guys once I get to Greensboro. Okay. Hello everybody, I made it here to Greensboro. Today's flights were very uneventful. We just had a bad airplane today. We had to keep the landing gear down after takeoff for like 10 minutes for whatever reason. I can't remember why. So the airplane sounded a lot louder than it normally did. And then by a third leg, because we kept the same plane all day, even brought it here to Greensboro, during takeoff the APU broke. So, just one of those days and one of those things that happen. But other than that, nothing too out the way happened besides the normal stuff of passengers being passengers. I have a 4:45 van in the morning, so I have to get up at least by 3:45, so I'm gonna go to bed early tonight and go downstairs, quick workout, eat something, and then get into bed. Hopefully put myself in the bed by 8:30, and hopefully I'm asleep by 9 o'clock, if not 9:30, to try to get myself enough rest for tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 3 I have another 4-leg day today, but I end a little bit earlier than I did today. I go from Greensboro to LaGuardia to Montreal back to LaGuardia, and then to Cleveland. And I should be done by 3:30, 3:45 today. Last night was the night I was basically got on the internet, started going down a rabbit hole, and then looked up, realized it was 11 o'clock at night. So I didn't do anything I said by getting into bed by 8:30 or 9 o'clock because we had an early report. So I failed at that, but I'm not tired right now. I should say, I know pretty sure later on in the day that I'm going to get tired. But also, I remember I forgot to tell you all, and I'm not for sure if I did. If I did say it already, I just edited this part out. But I forgot that our 5-day trips now, if they're under 25 hours, when in our little paymaker, they're worth 25 hours basically. If you have a 5-day worth 20 hours, you're gonna get paid for 25 hours now. So I forgot to tell you all that when I was doing my 5-day trips. But all my 5-day trips have been over 25 hours, so that doesn't really apply to me. But there are some 5 days that are worth less than 25 hours, but you'll get paid 25 hours for it. So that's something that we just got recently with our contract. I can't remember if it was this year or last year, but I just wanted to tell you all that with the 5-day trips. But anyway, I have about 10 minutes to get downstairs. I'll see you guys once I get to Cleveland. Everybody, I made it here to Cleveland. Today's 4 flights were very uneventful. Took me a little nap in between our flights from going back in Montreal to LaGuardia. A little 25-minute power nap really does wonders. Tomorrow's an early report, go home day, 4:19 van. So that means I probably have to get up around 3 o'clock again. And I have 5 legs tomorrow. That's the killer part about I have 5 legs tomorrow. But nothing happened on today's flight. Everybody's pretty chilled. Like, it's been pretty chill lately. Not too full. I haven't had a full flight today at all. So that's the after summer flying, you don't really get too full of a flight on most destinations or cities that you go to. But I'm going to go work out for a minute, come back, get ready, wind down, and try to lay down, and get ready to get up for day 4 and go home day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day. 12.5-hour duty day. Not the best idea for go home day, at least not for me, in my sense of trying to get home a little bit earlier. But like I said before, nothing to swap this out with in open time without me losing a bunch of credit hours. And so it's one of those things, just gotta thug it out. But like I said, I'm off for 12 consecutive days after this, so it's not too big of a deal. But I go from where am I at? Cleveland to Detroit, sit for 2 hours, Detroit to Columbus, Ohio, back to Detroit to Chattanooga, then Chattanooga to Atlanta. So that's my day-to-day, 12.5 hours. But other than that, last night, it's just, I went to sleep at a decent time, but still getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning is just not normal. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna try to take a nap on this 2-hour sit somewhere in the crew room or something like that, and try to, give me some more energy for the rest of this day. But I'll see you guys once I get home to close out the video. I promise I'll do it this time. Hello, everybody. I just want to ask my other co-flight attendants. What's rule number 1 on go home day?
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
You don't talk about go home day. So I basically just worked 17 hours a day. So today, after our first leg, my flying partner, who lives in Chattanooga, and we were going to Chattanooga, manifested, I hope that the plane breaks down in Chattanooga so she can just go home, because in her mind, she was thinking that, oh, they'll send another flight attendant up to work the flight back in the morning. And we land in Chattanooga, and guess what? We hit a bird. We hit a freaking bird. Luckily, it didn't cause any damage, but we still have to have a maintenance person come out to check for damage and assess the damage and wipe the blood off. And while he was doing that, he found out that there were screws that were missing on top of the wing. So we had to wait for that to get fixed as well, because they had to go through a whole chain of command, which takes about an hour. And she was thinking, like, if she was gonna, you know, with us, if we're at 16 hours on go home day, we can choose to waive it up to 18 hours so that way we can make it home. I was going to waive it because I was trying to go home. She was not going to waive it because she was at home and thinking that she wasn't going to have to come back up here to the airport in the morning to work the flight back, and still would have to non-rev herself back. Because that's what was going to happen. They're not going to waste 2 people to come up here just to head us back, and we already here. And we were on a 700, which is the only 700 that was working at that time, which our pilots were supposed to go to Key West, but they didn't, because you can only take a 700 into Key West. So that plane needed to get back to Atlanta. So luckily for us, they fixed everything. Maybe we pushed back maybe 5 minutes before we were actually going to timeout. But as long as we block out and we're pushing back, it doesn't matter if we time out. We're going. But yeah, please don't. And there's some other stuff that happened today, and I can't even recall it, because that right there just threw a whole wrench in me. But it is what it is. It happens, you know what I'm saying? But just don't go. You don't manifest stuff like that. Not on go home day. Not on go home day. You just don't manifest stuff like that. And I'm off. Like I said, I'm off for the next 16 days, so I'm good. I'm on vacation. I'm home. It's going on 9:30, and I'm about to go in the house. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out.